This video is brought to you by Nut Rub. You've been playing Magic the Gathering all day and now your balls smell. And the only thing to fix that is
Nut Rub.
Rub this all over your balls to feel soothed and refreshed. You'll feel confident throughout the day knowing your balls smell like ocean and sandalwood.
Nut Rub.
Hey, how's it going everyone? Today we're going to be playing this blue-white control deck in Timeless. We got a sweet new Planeswalker, Jace the Mindsculptor. Well, I guess I shouldn't say it's new. It's been around for a very, very long time, but it's new to Arena. Most of the time you're just using the 0 ability to Brainstorm with it, but once you get control of the game, you can +2 to Fate Seal the opponent out of the game. And just like Teferi, I think Jace the Mindsculptor benefits a lot from having mana drain in your deck. When you can mana drain on your second turn, get some extra mana to play an early Jace or an early Teferi, it's always good. In this deck, we are running 4 Wrath of the Skies because energy is still very popular and I want plenty of answers to that. We do have a couple Divine Purge in the sideboard as well. And you can see we're really hating on graveyards with 4 Surgicals. That is quite a bit. It might be better just to play a couple of Rest in Peace and maybe a couple Surgicals, but we'll see how that goes. I think we do have a pretty strong sideboard for Show and Tell as well. 3 Vexing Baubles, Disruptor Flute, even Surgical Extraction isn't bad if you can manage to counter a Show and Tell and then Surgical extract them out of their decks. We play a couple sweet games here, so check it out. Gonna go first. Oh man, I wish I had a Stifle in my hand, but I guess this hand's okay. Much rather this be a mana drain as well. Fortunately, I might have to play this Mystic Sanctuary. Are they playing energy? They're probably playing energy. Giver of Runes. Well, I guess that's worth using swords on. I don't know. I mean, I can keep the board clear at least. Yikes. Both of my Mystic Sanctuary. I think there's a bug where Arena trolls me and I just draw all my Mystic Sanctuaries way too early. Just got energy. Yeah, Guide of Souls is annoying enough. There's a Johnny. I would love to find a Wrath. Love it. I think we just snap, hold up Counterspell, or snap, hold up the swords. We'll take the 3 here, see what they do. I don't want them to Galvanic Discharge in response. So I can swords the Johnny, or I can counter the bombardment. I think I probably just like countering the bombardment. Now I can just hard cast Solitude, which is pretty good. But again, I think we just pass. Let them make the first move. They're gonna Galvanic Discharge on my Snapcaster. And play a Guide of Souls. Oh man, if they attack with the Johnny. Alright, they recognize the Solitude play, I guess. Alright. Well, Teferi hold up mana drain. I think that's pretty good. And they're stuck on 2 lands. And this mana drain is going to help us play this Jace, too. They finally found their 3rd land, but this is going to get mana drained. I could definitely see them having another discharge and they just kill Teferi. That'll be sad. Yeah, alright. Alright. Man, that is so greedy. What if I had a swords? That is a greedy play. I mean, 1 card, you know. I could have it, you know. I could have it. Yeah, we'll keep it mana drain, I guess. Unfortunately, though, that means I have to plus here. Or just return it to its hand. I think I let it resolve. And we counter the Ragavan, that's for sure. Ooh. Well, let's Brainstorm then. Well, all these cards are good. Alright, well, I imagine this will hopefully be game. A Static Prison. That's something I can just Wrath. I can Wrath that away. So I'm not even going to Solitude here. Sure. You can play the rest of your stuff. I'm excited to get Jace back. Let's Brainstorm again. Draw the Wrath. Do you draw land? It's actually good because they can play a Luris plus a land. Anything we don't want here? Well, if they play... Maybe we just don't want the island and the Spell Pierce. Let's see what they get. They might get, like, Static Prison. Here comes the graveyard, because I clicked on it like 5 seconds ago. But it doesn't matter. Like, whatever they get, I'm just going to Wrath.
Nothing is more important than family.
And we'll go ahead and play the Solitude just because I want to start attacking. I want to end this game. I probably should Fate Seal them, but I want to draw 1 more card. I mean, I want to... sorry, I want to play 1 more land so I can snap Counterspell. I think that's just as good as using the Fate Seal, if not better. I probably don't need these Stifles. Okay. So this matchup, I definitely want Divine Purge, and I think that's really all I need. Probably cut out some of these Stifles, a Tamiyo. Actually, maybe Spell Pierce. Yeah, we'll try this. They are playing blue, so I imagine they probably have some, like, counter magic that comes in from the sideboard. Man, this hand's kind of slow, really. Like, we didn't get a Wrath in our hand. I guess we'll keep this one. This hand's pretty bad, too. But I don't want to go to, I don't want to go to 5. Hopefully we draw a Wrath. Looks like they went to 5. I just get an island here. We got our sweet blocker Tamiyo. I mean, there is potential, like, next turn they play, I don't know, a 3-drop like Fable, and I can counter it with Mana Drain and play a Teferi. I guess I could play a 2-drop if I draw another land. Well, I guess I have this Sink to Stupor, so I do have a land. Meddling Mage. What? That's my shits. Meddling Mage naming Mana Drain, I guess that's pretty good, but they might just name Wrath? Swords to Plowshares, okay. They got me. I think I can take a little bit of damage here. That's fine. I mean, that gets eaten up by my Wrath, if I can find one. What else you got? A Mockingbird. Well, they can Mockingbird Meddling Mage? That doesn't seem too good for me. Alright, well, let's play Teferi. And we have a counterspell still. I feel like one Wrath will in this game. Maybe. Galvanic Discharge. Okay, well, that's their last card. Seems weird they name swords when they have the Giver of Runes. I don't know. Seems like it had just been better to name a Wrath.
Do you want me to phase you out of time?
I might Surveil first, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to draw that.
Keep up the pace.
Yeah, let's brainstorm now because we're gonna get on tap a couple lands. Well, it's not like we're able to play these swords. And we can Tamiyo for a block. I think we're gonna be okay. So I'll get to untap 2 cards here. Most likely their turn's gonna just be putting Lurrus in their hand.
If you need me, I'll be in the library.
Alright, what you want to do? That's your last energy to give me back another Tamiyo. Do I care about Guide of Souls? I don't think so. They don't have any energy. Seemed like it'd have been better to put Lurrus in their hand. I clicked on their graveyard, so now it's going to come up in like an hour. Let's crack our clue here. I guess I could have done it on my turn if I really wanted to flip Tamiyo this way with Teferi plus cracking clue, but I can just play. I think just play Jace here. Wish I had a way to shuffle these swords. We're gonna get back this Tamiyo next turn. So we can plus play Jace and then still hold up a counterspell. Don't want to forget to attack first.
Let's skip to the good part.
That's a good card. I don't know how opponent can win at this point. I mean, I could send this back to their hand. I'll do that next turn. Stifle, Delta. I guess we'll keep the swords if that's gonna be our idea, our play.
You don't mind if I take notes. Use your words.
I don't think I've ever gotten like 3 planeswalkers out in the ladder. All right, GG's. All right, get to go first. That's always good. The sand looks decent. Looks decent. I mean, I think I'd probably go ahead and play this Hallowed Fountain untapped. That's a lot of brainstorms. Ooh, Watery Grave. Pretty good chance it's show and tell. I mean, I don't really need this Jace right now unless I can find like a mana drain. Well, if it's show and tell, I probably don't want the swords. I'm gonna draw the island. Feel like they held priority there. Do they have surgical? Opponent brainstorms, sure. Wouldn't mind finding like a Spell Pierce too. Marsh Flats. Maybe it's not show and tell. Huh. I mean, I don't know. That's a green mana. But why are they playing white then? Well, I don't think I need the swords either way. Alright. Let's draw the Teferi.
Oh, how am I supposed to focus on only one project?
Okay. Some kind of graveyard thing. Reanimates. Diviner at Fates. Do they have Reanimate? It's looking like it. Yeah, they do. Let's just get an island counterspell. Oh, do they have Flare of Denial? Oh, God. Alright. Well, now I wish I had that swords. We always draw these Mystic Sanctuaries. What do you want? A surgical? Oh, they have a Solitude. Okay. I feel like I'm starting to learn what this deck is now. Let's get rid of that. They have another one. Of course, they had the other reanimates. Alright, this deck might be a tough one to beat. I guess pre-sideboard. We'll see what happens after. Them having this flare denial is kind of bad too. I think we can just concede this game. I mean, what are we going to do about this? Alright, give me surgicals. Give me Stifle. I think it's probably worth bringing in Sanctuary. They're probably going to have Thoughtseize plus Grief. Wow, this thing really jacks up my... The sideboarding is so bugged right now. Probably got a Tamiyo. Probably cut one Jace. What else? What else? What else? Maybe just one Solitude. I'm assuming they're gonna have Thoughtseize plus Grief. Okay. I mean, there's a good chance we get Thoughtseized here, so we'll just play a Tamiyo.
If you need me, I'll be in the library.
Oh, okay. They just play a tap land. I like that. I feel like our hand is pretty stacked against them. I would love to draw big Teferi next turn. Aha! Got a Frog, Brainstorm, Diviner of Fates. 4 Flare of Denials. A couple Drown the Lock. Just 2 Thoughtseize. That's surprising me. I would love to draw Teferi. Stifle. Well, I guess we can at least draw a card here. I mean, I really want to crack this. Yeah, we can't do that though. Psychic Frog's definitely worth using Mana Drain on. Even though I have swords. I can feel us about to draw Teferi. See? See? Did we not call it? Did we not call it? And we're about to get a nice little Stifle on this Polluted Delta too. Ooh, that's actually might be good. Yeah. That makes them concede. All right. Big game 3 here. Maybe by bringing Spell Pierce. I mean, Leyline didn't seem that great. But of course, I take it out. That's when we just get wrecked by Thoughtseize and Grief. I think it's just nice to have one in my hand opening. That'd be ideal. Okay. I mean, if we don't hit another land, we lose, but 2 Surgicals. I can't keep that, right? It's just too risky. They mold the 5. And they start off with the Brainstorm. mean, my hand is pretty good against grief, honestly. I have 2 of everything. Well, I guess they're not going to be using Reanimate this game. Since I drew the Flooded Strand, I think I can play the Misty. Get a little Surveil here. Sure. Hopefully I can find an answer to this. I mean, if I don't, I'd be very sad. Plenty of answers in my deck for it, though. That is not one of them. That is one of them, thank you. So, I mean, I have options here if I want to Brainstorm first. I think I do. I guess we can get rid of a Leyline and a Fountain. I think we just go ahead and get rid of the Frog. I mean, they could be playing some kind of counter magic. I guess they have Flare Denial, so I guess you wouldn't sack your own Frog to a Flare, but you know, they're playing blue. Just assume they have counters. Okay. Well, I feel pretty protected against graveyard stuff, and there's my 3rd Surgical Extraction. Wouldn't mind finding a mana drain. I mean, it is a land. I do need lands to hit Teferi, so I guess we're chilling. I think we can just kind of hold off. Trying to find something else. A land is a great draw. There we go. Don't have a counterspell? Okay. What did they have? They had Drown the Lock, right? Alright, I don't want any more lands deck. Yes, you can see my hand. Maybe I should have just surgicaled that grief then. Recognize they were getting to their 4th land. I guess there was no reason to show them them play. Just getting a little ahead of myself. Agent and Treachery. Okay. Guess another swords is good. We'll let them brainstorm, I guess. I mean, I still could use Surgical to go get all the griefs out of their deck, the remaining two. Is it worth it? Maybe. They have a Reanimate and a Watery Grave. Traxa, Flare of Denial. And then we draw the Leyline, of course. That can get countered. They don't attack Jace. It's getting pretty close to an ult. I'll take the 1 damage. That's fine. Hopefully it's fine. We're actually getting really low. We can't cast any more surgicals. Let's see if they attack Teferi to keep me off the ult. We are sadly going to use the swords here. Man, ult Teferi. Okay, but I can stifle this at least. Give me a Brainstorm on top, please. We got the Brainstorm. Yes. Yes, we did it. GG's. Alright, so after those couple games, I mean, I actually really liked how this list played. I don't know if I'd really make any changes other than maybe some sideboard changes. For surgical extractions is quite a bit in best of 3 probably. We don't face as many like all-in strategies like we do in best of 1, so maybe we could cut a couple of these and probably play Rest in Peace. But I do want a lot of answers for graveyard stuff because Reanimate's like one of the best cards in the format, so I think that might be the only change I make here. But other than that, this deck really plays solid. I thought Jace was good when we played it. Teferi, excellent as always with Mana Drain. I guess maybe we could cut one of the Jaces. 3 is quite a bit. I put 3 in just for the sake of the video, but maybe going down to 2 would be pretty good. But appreciate y'all watching, and I will see y'all for the next video.
Hey guys, Siege Rhino here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bah.